Hello, let's do Wordle for Friday, May 15th. Are we going to get another trap today? I don't know. But we spun the wheel. It said to start with alibi. So we're going to learn something interesting about eyes. We did indeed. We learned that not only is there not one eye, there's also not two eyes. All right, all gray. Let's look at common letters. S-T-R-N. E would be good to get. We don't need the A. So stern seems like a pretty good follow-up here. Another really good option is stone or store. But why don't we do stern today? I'm feeling consonant heavy today after all those traps we got. All right. So R-E, probably. Just, I like to put R second. D-R-E, P-R-E. I'd like to do a P-R-E or C-R-E if I can. What are we ending with, though? You know what I thought of? This is a fun word. Credo. All right. Oh, for a second, I thought I got it. All right. It's just creed. Interesting. A very similar word to credo. Okay. Nice. Streak of 2. I don't think it's very trappy today, is it? I mean, you probably get yourself trapped if you get really unlucky, but it's not like the last couple days. I think we're finally recovering the solve rate today. I heard it dropped down to 69% on regular mode. 69% solve rate yesterday. All right, well, let's spin the members wheel and see what tomorrow's starting word will be. Will it be yours? Well, only if you're a member or a patron. Let's see. Tears, suggested by Echo Lesinski, I'm going to guess. A nice anagram of stare there. All right. It's an anagram of stare. Yeah, anything special about it? Not that I can tell. It's not going to be the answer. All right. Let's do some analysis and see what did I doing? I just lost my Wordle Solve. Okay, there it is. I pull it out so I can reference it. And I put it back in to do the hard... Anyway. The answer was creed. And my first guess was alibi. We learned a lot about eyes. 766 left. I was sent an analysis, so let's pull that up. Let's see what the real answer here is. Okay. It says the best follow-up is crept. Whereas stern? Stern is good. It's I don't have line numbers, but I'm eyeballing about 15 down. Might be 20. 3.18 guesses left. It does not lose. All right. So stern. Now we're down to 15 words. Cheer, credo, creed, creek, creep. There's a lot of double E's here. Interestingly, credo is third place. It's tied with a lot of words for third place. And from here, it was only creed. I'm not surprised. All right, so lucky guess there. It actually says creed was the best guess, and I agree because it was the answer. Creep was next best, but that could get you in this little cree trap here. So maybe some people are losing to the cree trap. Its best is crept. Strep is next best. That gets the CRE. Interesting. So there's 5 guesses left. Credo, creed, creek, cream, and cress. So creed is the best because the yellow D would get you credo. The double E would get you creek. The double E, but with one of these yellow, would give you cream. And no E, no second E, no D gets you cress. So creed is the best. And also it's the best because it's the answer. So everyone can agree on that. It starts with tails. From tails, we want to go coned. We're avoiding that ER. And from there, it's only creed or cried. So a 3 or a 4. What's with all these hashtag no yellows today? I got some yellows. Steel is going to have slightly different placement. We're going to go crepe here, which is going to be very close. That gives us creed or creek. So 3 or 4. And then adieu. We have the D. Adieu people are always happy when there's a D. Probably not trying it at the end because usually EDs aren't there. But in this case, creed is fine. We go elder. We check for double E, and there is. And so now we're down to breed, creed, freed, and greed. Okay, so the reed trap actually has several options. So, and a do kind of gets you into it with this follow-up at least. So you could be as bad as this, but you don't lose. But you can be as bad as 6. As good as 3, as bad as 6. That's a big range. All right, audio. We're going to go straight to breed. Just check the double E. And then again, we're in this interesting trap here. And you might even guess treed, but it's like 2 to 5. But you got to get into it early. Like if you do a different follow-up other than breed, you might start getting into trouble. All right. Stare, common starting word. We're worried about it being ER. It's not, but we're going to go riled here. And then now we're bored because it's not ER. And then finally it gets creed in 4, or it might do something like freed, greed, creed, and get it in 6. Okay, so there are some trappinesses to this. I think we're going to have not a 99% solve rate at least. What did I just do? Stare. All right, trace tries to get in 2. It does get it in 2. Look at that. All right, and finally, clasp is what the official bot starts with. It goes credo, just like me, and then creed. All right. It's just like me. All right, let's do some analysis. Screenshot first. We will save this as creed. How come sometimes they beat the bots at the top, but sometimes it's at the bottom? Are they A/B testing? All right. 93 skill, 46 luck, 4 steps. Not great, not terrible. Stern, the most popular follow-up. Probably the alibi starters are people who follow along with me, and so they know I like Stern, so they're going to do Stern too. They also know I like Store or Stone. So it's kind of a gamble for you guys of which one I'm going to pick today on any given day. Crest, Trend, Snort, Strop. I love the word strop. Okay, Stony, Chode. Wow. More than, let's see, did one person go Chode? Okay. Horse. The person who went Chode, do you know what it means? All right, Credo. People want greed, creed, wreck, cheer. I'm the only one who thought of credo. I'm not surprised. But imagine if it was credo. Can you imagine? All right. Clasp crone creed is what it does. Point 3 started with creed. Guess wants to check for double E right away, huh? 3.4, 24.6. 58.3 is a nice jump. 83.8 is a little low for guess 5. 96.7. Okay. There's some people who lost 3 days in a row, guaranteed here. Not guaranteed, but you know what I mean. People losing on breed, freed, greed. So it's the reed crap. Yeah, so that reed crap. It's the reed trap, as well as cree a little bit. So both, or just the re trap also. All right, let's refresh and see how regular mode people are doing. Reed. I didn't even know I had Assassin's Creed installed, but it came up. All right. How many start with Alibi? 44 others. Stern, again, the most popular follow-up. Store, Spout, Crest, Musty, Mount, Stone, Ghost, Truce, Horse. No Chode on this one. Anyone else go Credo? Nope, I'm the only one. Slate, Diner, Befog. Got a filler there. It did a filler even though it wasn't ER. Interesting. Befog is a good filler to remember. If you need F or B, F, and G, Befog. I mean, it gets rid of freed, it gets rid of greed. That's why it did it. It recognized, hey, it might be creed, freed, or greed. So if I go, or breed, wait, yeah. So if I go Befog, I just get rid of all those options. It'll tell me which one it is, or it's creed. So yeah, that's a good filler right there. Okay, 0.6 started with creed. That's a little high. 3.2. 21.1, 53.3, 80% on turn 5, 94.9. Again, same traps. So when I said it wasn't trappy, I was completely wrong. That's why we do analysis and don't trust me. All right, well, how'd you do?